Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Centerville High School for tonight's Junior Varsity basketball game, featuring our guests, the Fairmont Firebirds, and your very own Centerville Elks. Before introducing the starting lineups, I'd like to introduce our game officials, Mr. Ryan Huffman, Ms. Leah Sands. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Fairmont Firebirds. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 1, Macy Schwegman. At forward, a 5'10" forward, number 10, Serena Baker. At guard, a 5'11" freshman, number 11, O'Malley Quinlan. At forward, a 5'8" sophomore, number 14, Jess Baker. And at forward, a 5'8" freshman, number 30, Connie Bowles. Head coach of the Firebirds is Brandon Davidson. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Centerville Elks. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 10, Izzy Lately. At forward, a 5'10" junior, number 23, Corinthia Webster. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 25, Hannah McQuillan. At guard, a 5'8" freshman, number 32, Anna Grimm. And at forward, a 5'10" freshman, number 33, Ellie Meyer. Head coach of the Elks is Brooke Brown.
All right, here we go, getting ready for our MVCC Junior Varsity Women's Game of the Week. It'll be the Centerville Elks, all in white, hosting this Fairmont Firebirds, all in gray. Fairmont wins the opening tip. And we are underway as you see O'Malley Quinlan bringing the ball up the court for the Firebirds. Cat passes it off to Bowles. Shot was no good, but the rebound and the putback by that, I believe that was Jess Baker.
Basket by Jess Baker.
And you can see Ellie Meyer handed it off to, that was number 10, Isabel Laidley. Kicks it across backcourt to Laidley. Shot off the glass is no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on number 14, Jess Baker, for the Firebirds.
Izzy Laidley, shooting 2.
First one is up and no good. Here comes the second one from Laidley. And it is up and good. Fairmont set to inbound. Bowles gets it into Serena Baker. She's going to run right up the court with it, kicks it out, and they're going to say she traveled. So the Firebirds' first turnover. Laidley drives around the outside, kicks it out to, that was Meyer. Her 3 was good. Meyer's 3 puts the Elks up 4-2, and Centerville's going to come out and play almost a full court trapping defense. Bowles gets it up the court and hands it off to O'Malley Quinlan. Ball almost poked away. Gives it off to Macy Schwegman, takes the screen from Bowles. Schwegman drives in, kicks it out. Baker's shot from the free throw line is good.
Serena Baker.
Fairmont ties it up with 5:08 left in the first quarter. Kick it over to Meyer. She hit a three early, the last possession. She gives it off to Anna Grimm. Now back out to Meyer. Meyer back over to Laidley. Grimm drives in. Shot is nothing but net. Anna Grimm, her first bucket of the game. Inbound goes to O'Malley Quinlan, up to Serena Baker. Numbers for the Firebirds. Baker to Jess Baker, and she is fouled. And that one should be on number 33, Ellie Meyer.
Central foul number 33, Ellie Meyer. Her first, team's first. Jess Baker, shooting 2.
Baker at the line, shooting 2 for the Firebirds. First one is up and good. Second one is up and no good. Long rebound goes to Myers for the Elks. Laidley guarded by O'Malley. Kicks it over to Meyer, back out. And now Meyer gives it off to Grimm. Back out to number 25. That is Kenna McQuillan. And she drills home a 3 for the Elks, pushing the lead up to 9-5. And Fairmont throws it, trying to get it up court, throws it way out of bounds. There you see McQuinlan's 3 in the MVCC replay. Laidley kicks it back over to Grimm. Grimm's going to drive in. Grimm kicks it back out. It's poked away, but saved by Grimm from going out of bounds. She gives it to Meyer. Meyer's going to launch and shoot a 3, and it's no good. But an offensive rebound for the Elks. Down low, that is number 12, Shelby Kemp. Her shot was no good. But Grimm's going to go to the line, or Meyer's going to go to the line for the and one. Foul was on number 10, Serena Baker.
Team second. Check in for the Firebirds, number 15, Taylor Wells. And for Central, number 21, Kendall Lieberman.
Shot on the other end is no good by Macy Schwegman. Knocks down a 3 off the offensive rebound for the Firebirds. That looked like she got the rebound after Annabelle Schoen's 3 was shot was no good from inside the arc. Kick over in the corner. Meyer left open. Meyer knocks home another 3, her second of the game. Elks are 3 for 4 from behind the arc in this first quarter. And number 15 there for the Firebirds, Taylor Wells, turns it over with the travel.
Checks in for Serena Baker for the Firebirds.
Grimm throws it away, but it was poked out of bounds by the Firebirds, so it's going to stay with the Elks. Inbound goes out to number 10, Laidley, and she knocks home the shot. Inbound is poked out of bounds by, that looked like Meyer for the Elks, so it's going to stay with the Firebirds. 2:24 left in the first quarter. The Elks have doubled up the Firebirds here early, 16-8. Inbound pass goes to O'Malley Quinlan, and she's going to be fouled.
Central foul number 12, Shelby Kemp. Her first, team second.
Foul was on number 12, Shelby
Kelly Bowles, number 30.
Kemp, her first, team second.
For Taylor Wells.
And now you're going to see Callie Bowles check into the game for the Firebirds. And the inbound pass is stolen. Grimm with another made basket. Bowles drives up court, guarded by, that was number 32, Anna Grimm. And Bowles is tagged for a foul. There is a reach in.
Team's third. Serena Baker back in the game for the Firebirds for a diamond double.
Kick out, Laidley. Gonna drive in, kicks it over. That is Quinlan, or McQuinlan. McQuinlan knocks home another one. Elks are 4 for 5 from behind the arc in this quarter. And Fairmont down 21-8 with 1:40 left. Jess Baker kicks it out. Macy Schwegman, she shoots a 3. Macy Schwegman drills home a 3. Cuts it to a 10-point lead. Schwegman is 2 for 2 from behind the arc with 6 points in the first quarter. 3 on the other way by Grimm. And she answers back with one of her own. And Fairmont's head coach, Brandon Davidson's going to call a full timeout. Elks up 13, 24-11. You see Grimm's shot there. Answers back with Schwegman's 3 on the other end for the Firebirds. But what's really what has the Firebirds down 13 is the 4 turnovers that have led to easy buckets for the Lady Elks. But Centerville no lead is safe with the Firebirds. I mean, you've seen Schwegman pop off 2 threes with tight defense, and you see one there in the replay. She can shoot over anybody. First warning for both teams. And now that should be it. Fairmont with 3 team fouls, Centerville with just 2. And you're going to have the same 5 out there for the Firebirds.
He's the pass, number 44. Checks in for Centerville.
And Macy Schwegman is shooting free throws for some reason. She makes both.
Macy Schwegman with the 2 foul shots.
There must have been some sort of technical foul called, because Fairmont gets the ball back and they can cut this to under 10 points if they can make a basket. Bowles drives off the glass, and she does. Fairmont down just 9, 24-5. There was a foul called somewhere, a technical foul called somewhere, but the referees did not, or the PA announcer did not tell us, so if we find out anything, we'll let you know. And Kendall Lieberman makes a shot there. Back out to an 11-point game. O'Malley Quinlan bringing the ball up the court for the Firebirds with 38 seconds left. Shot off the glass is no good, and Callie Bowles is fouled.
Or
actually, Callie Bowles committed the foul. So that'll be her second. Team's 4th.
Checks in the game for Centerville.
Elks. Fairmont takes the ball away, and they're going to call a foul.
Centerville foul number 20, Apolito. That's her first.
Foul is on number 20, Alexandra Apolito. Fairmont can cut this back down to an under 10 lead if they make a shot here with 13 seconds left. Bowles out to Schwegman. Schwegman back to Bowles, 8 seconds left, and Bowles loses it, gets it back, and she throws it away. 1.7 seconds left. Gets the shot off, and it's high off the glass. And that is how the first quarter ends. Centerville leading 26-15 over the visiting Elks. Or over the visiting Firebirds, I should apologize.
Firebirds, number 23. Maureen Carter. And for Centerville, number 15, Megan Taylor.
Here we go, getting ready to start the second quarter of our MVCC Junior Varsity Women's Game of the Week. Fairmont down 11, 26-15 over the Elks, and it looks like Centerville will get the ball to start the second quarter. You're going to see number 15, Megan Taylor, inbounded for the Elks. She's going to drive in, kicks it out to number 24, Mako Nakara. And Fairmont is going to... Or no, actually, Centerville is going to keep the ball. No, it's actually going to be the Firebirds' ball. Jess Baker set to inbound, gives it to O'Malley Quinlan. Up court, gives it off to Schwegman. Down low to Baker. Back to Quinlan. And oh, that was actually Baker with the shot. Quinlan passed it to Baker, so assist to Quinlan. Baker gets the bucket. Gives the Firebirds 17 in the game. Drive shot is no good. Ball out of bounds off of the Elk, or off of the Firebirds, so it's going to stay with the Elks. Ellie Meyer checks back into the game for the Elks. Inbound off the basket. Isabel Laidley with the bucket there. Now Mari Carter's going to bring the ball up the court. Takes the screen from Quinlan. Baker lets it go out of bounds, and it's going to stick with the Firebirds. Jess Baker has it poked away, but Quinlan, no, now the Elks do take advantage of the turnover, but it's knocked out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Elks.
Taylor Wells having a game for Fairmont. For O'Malley Quinlan.
Grimm inbounds it to Taylor. Shot there by, I believe that was Corinthia Webster. She got the rebound off of her own miss. Now the Firebirds, and the Fairmont throws it away. So it's going to be another turnover for the Firebirds. Now you're going to see Laidley bring the ball up the court. Kicks it over to Grimm. Grimm shoots a three. It is no good. She almost tracks down her own rebound. Mari Carter up court to Macy Schwegman, just inside the arc, and she traveled. Moved the pivot foot a little too much. So another turnover for the Firebirds, and Centerville looking to add to their lead, 30-17, a 13-point lead for the Elks. But Fairmont, you saw towards the end of the first quarter, was able to cut it down to 6.
Foul on number 14, Jess Baker.
Foul is on number 14 for the Firebirds, Jess Baker. That'll be her second, team's 5th,
Megan Taylor,
team's 4th. Taylor's first free throw is up and good, or no good.
Diamond Noble back
Now
in game
Diamond
for
Noble will check in for Serena Baker. Second one is up and good though for Taylor. Noble has the ball stolen away. So another turnover for the Firebirds. And quickly, Serena Baker's going to check back in for Jess Baker.
Serena Baker checks in for Jess Baker.
Grimm's going to drive in, pulls up, shot high off the glass, no good. But an offensive rebound for the Elks, but it comes up and Centerville turns it over. Fairmont forces the Elks' second turnover of the entire game. Schwegman's three is no good, but an offensive board kicks it out to Mari Carter. Now Baker's going to drive in, and she will be fouled on the way up to the rim by Corinthia Webster.
Foul number 23, Corinthia Webster, her first, team's 5th.
Now you're going to see Callie Bowles come back into the game for the Elks. And you're also going to see number 21, Madison Fisher, check into the game for the Firebirds. They're going to replace Taylor Wells and Macy Schwegman. And Baker makes both free throws, gives the Firebirds 19, down 12 now. You're going to see Taylor shoots a three. It's no good. But an offensive no. The Firebirds will take it away. Foul was on number 32, Anna Grimm for the Elks, her first, team 6th. Bowles tries to split the defenders. And it's going to be a turnover for the Firebirds as Bowles went over and back. Laidley kicks it over to Grimm. She thought about the three, but will drive into the paint. Shot's no good, but the putback by that was Corinthia Webster, number 23 for the Elks. And she was fouled from behind by Diamond Noble. It's her first, team 6th.
Corinthia Webster, shooting 2.
Webster's first was no good. Second one coming for Webster. And it is no good as well, but an offensive rebound. But the Firebirds take it away, forcing the second turnover of the quarter for the Elks. Carter's going to drive all the way, hits the floater, gets it to fall. Nice move there by Mari Carter, cutting it to a 10-point lead. 3:45 left in the first half. Laidley thought about the three. She'll drive in, kicks it. Baseline shot for Meyer is no good. Bowles with the rebound. Gives it up court. Carter way up court to Baker. Serena Baker can't hit the layup. And Centerville's going to come back this way with 3.5 minutes left. Kick over in the corner. Meyer's foot was on the line, so it's not a three. And Carter comes away with another rebound for the Firebirds. Carter down low to Baker. Baker high off the glass, shots no good. Bowles on the rebound in the putback. And Fairmont calls the timeout as it's back down to an 8-point lead for the Elks. You're going to see here in the replay, well, that was Mari Carter's floater on the previous possession.
Back in the game for Centerville, number 12, Shelby Kent.
Out of the Firebirds timeout. Fairmont going to come out and run a full court press here. Inbound goes to Taylor, and Centerville makes quick work of getting it across half court. Laidley's going to drive into the paint, kicks it out to Webster, gives it right back to McQuidlin. And the shot fouled on the way up was Taylor.
Fairmont foul number 23, Mari Carter.
Foul is on number 23, Mari Carter.
Megan Taylor, shooting 2.
Megan Taylor at the line, shooting 2. First one is up and no good. Now you're going to see Diamond Noble check out for Jess Baker.
Jess Baker.
Second one is up and good, though, for Taylor. Carter up court to Quinlan. And O'Malley throws it out of bounds. Fairmont's 6th turnover of this quarter. And that's in large part why the Elks are up 9. Basket there by Ellie Meyer for the Elks. Back out to it. 11-point game. Schwegman to Carter up court. Quinlan to Baker. Mari Carter almost went for the steal. She gets back on defense quickly after the overcommit. Kicks it over, hand in the face, and 3 is no good there by McQuinlan. O'Malley Quinlan kicks it over to Mari Carter. Quinlan could have taken the 3 if she wanted it. Centerville forces another turnover. Bodies on the ground. Carter is going to foul her from behind.
Fairmont foul number 23, Mari Carter, her second.
That'll be Mari Carter's second.
In the game for Fairmont, number 30, Callie Bowles. For Centerville, checking in number 21, Kendall Lieberman.
You're going to see Callie Bowles check back into the game for the Firebirds. Meyer at the line, shooting 1-1. Free throw is up and no good, but she gets her own rebound, and the putback is good. Stretches it back out to a 13-point lead. Up court to Macy Schwegman. Schwegman hits the jumper. Schwegman has 8 points in the game, or in this first half. Now you're going to see Grimm come back, kicks it out to Meyer. Meyer's going to drive in. Shot off the glass is no good. Jess Baker comes away with a rebound. Runs up, kicks it out to Schwegman. Schwegman shoots a 3 and drills it. Schwegman 3 for 4 from behind the arc in the first half. Cuts it back down to an 8-point game for the Elks. Grimm's going to drive in. Can't get any separation from Jess Baker. Kicks it back out to Meyer. Now back out to, or no, that was Meyer that kicked it to Grimm. And she is fouled as she goes up. 42.4 seconds left in the first half. Foul is on number 10, Serena Baker. That'll be her second. Still 1-1 though for the Elks. Or no, she was shooting in the act of shooting, so she'll shoot 2. First one is up and good.
Number 24, Diamond Noble, back in the game for the Firebirds for Serena Baker.
Second one is up and good as well for the Elks. Back to a 10-point lead with 42.4 seconds left. Carter looking, gotta have to get up court, and the Firebirds throw it away. Inbound, Grimm drives in, kicks it over to McQuidlin. And now Myers going to reset with 28 seconds left out at half court. Guarded by Jess Baker, kicks it over to Grimm. Now gives it off to Kemp. Now back out to Meyer with 15 seconds left. Meyer looks back at the coach for instructions. 8 seconds left in the first half. Meyer's going to drive in, has it poked away, gets it back, shoots, and makes it with 3 seconds left. And that looks like the Firebirds are going to surrender that last shot with 2 seconds, and they're going to go into the half down 40-28 in your MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. All right, here we go back into the second half of our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. Centerville currently leading 40-28 and just forced a turnover against the Firebirds. And now Centerville looking to add to their lead. Grimm kicks it out to Meyer. Meyer's going to drive baseline, kicks it right, or dribbles out of the paint. Meyer guarded by O'Malley Quinlan. Oh, no, sorry, that was Serena Baker. Now you're going to see McQuinlan drive in. Shot was no good. Offensive rebound, and that putback was no good. But Baker corrals it, and it's a jump ball, and it'll be in favor of Centerville, so it's going to stay with the Elks. And that's a 5-second violation, a turnover there against the Elks. And now Fairmont has a chance to try and get this down to a 10-point lead if they can get a bucket on this drive. And I think number 15 there, Taylor Wells, stepped on the line on the inbound, so another turnover right back to the Elks. And Centerville gets it inbounded this time. Grimm down low to Meyer. Or no, that is actually Webster.
Control foul, the Elks number 23.
And Corinthia Webster picks up a foul there. Player controlled for hooking around going into the paint. That's how she got the separation. Now you got O'Malley Quinlan inbounding. Gives it up to Serena Baker. Baker all the way up court. And the shot was called off, but she was fouled from behind.
Foul on number 23, Corinthia Webster, her third.
Foul was on number 3, Corinthia Webster, or 23, Corinthia Webster. Firebirds inbounding. Three by Mari Carter's no good, but an offensive rebound for Serena Baker, and it has it, or went head over heels for that one, and Centerville corrals it. Grimm's going to drive, or Meyer's going to drive baseline, count the bucket.
Fouls on number 10, Serena Baker, her third.
Fouls on number 10, Serena Baker. That'll be her third. And she's going to check out of the game, and Jess Baker is going to come in for her.
Serena Baker for the Firebirds. Ellie Meyer shooting 1.
And the free throw was good by Ellie Meyer. Carter has it. Going to be guarded by Isabel Laidley. Kicks it down low to O'Malley Quinlan, and a jump ball called, and the Firebirds are going to keep the ball. 5:03 left in the third quarter. Centerville still up 43-28. Or no, actually that jump ball was in favor of Centerville, so it's going to stay with the Elks. And that one, Elks, another turnover there by number 22, Megan Sherrick. And she's called for a double dribble. And Fairmont's going to take a timeout with 4:48 left in the third quarter, trailing 43-28 in our MVCC Junior Varsity Women's Game of the Week. Fairmont starting to pile up the turnovers here in the third quarter already. 3 for both teams. But Fairmont's 3 turnovers have led to points for the Elks. Fairmont has not been able to capitalize yet on the Elks turnover. Meyer set to, or Grimm set to inbound, gets it to Laidley. Up court to McQuinlan. Ball almost poked away, and she travels, so another turnover for the Elks. Let's see if Fairmont can capitalize on it. Long inbound pass goes through the hands, and it will be out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Elks. You're going to see number 12, Annabelle Schoen, has checked into the game for the Firebirds. Kicks over to, that is number 15, Taylor. Her shot was no good, but fouled on the way up on the putback is number 10, Isabel Laidley. Foul is on number 23, Mari Carter, her third, team second.
Third, team second.
or actually Kemp was fouled, and she'll be at the line shooting too. First one is up and no good for Kemp. Second one is up. And Kemp gets the friendly roll. Puts the team up, or puts the Elks up to 44. Now you're going to see Schoen drive in all the way. Schoen kicks it out. Over in the corner, Baker. Awkward shot selection there for Jess Baker. Looked like she was falling out of bounds. Down low to Grimm. Out to Laidley. She's going to drive. Pulls up from the left of the free throw line. Shot's no good. Kemp. Second shot, no good. Kemp, 3 rebounds. 3 missed layups, but Kemp was fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Fouls on number 11, O'Malley Quinlan. That's her first. Team's third. Shelby Kemp.
Foul was on O'Malley Quinlan, her first, team's third of the half. Kemp's first free throw is up and good. Now you're going to see Serena Baker, Macy Schwegman, and Callie Bowles check in for O'Malley Quinlan.
And number 30, Callie Bowles.
Number 22, Madison Sherrick, or Megan Sherrick. And the second one is up and good for Kemp. Baker bring the ball up the court. Baker's going to take it all the way. High off the glass, shot's no good. And the defensive rebound there by Ellie Meyer. Kick over in the corner, Grimm. Now they corral the ball. The Firebirds, they push another court with Mari Carter. She's going to stop, and actually the refs are going to blow it for a 10 or blow it dead for a push by number 10, Isabel Ladley. So Bowles will inbound at the beginning of her bench. Mari Carter gets the inbound in the backcourt. Carter gives it over to Schwegman. Schwegman thought about the 3, and refs say she traveled. Carter gets the loose ball. Kicks it over to Jess Baker. She's going to bring it up the court. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Baker's going to drive in, go all the way. Shot off the glass. Gets the friendly roll back in. Fairmont cuts the lead back down to 16. Shot at the other end's no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Carter. It looks like trying to swat it away. Inbound pass goes to Ladley. She kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor takes the screen from Ladley. Kicks it over to her. She thought about it. Gives it down low to Kemp, and she gets it off the bucket. Up court to Schwegman. Schwegman's foot was on the line. Shot is no good. Rebound for the Elks going up the other way. Ladley pushing it hard. Ladley thought about the 3, gives it over to 21. Lieberman shoots and drills a 3. Fairmont down now 21 points, 51-30. Carter looking for something, guarded by Ladley at half court. Ball poked away high off of Baker's hand, and another turnover for the Firebirds.
32, and a Grimm, and 33 on the Meyer. Down to Noble, number 24.
Noble checks into the game for the Firebirds again. Meyer drives in, kicks it out to Grimm. She drives in, pulls up from the free throw line. Shot's no good. Bowles comes away with the board. Up court to Jess Baker. Baker's going to drive into the paint. Off the rim, no good. Second chance points for Baker.
Jess Baker.
Grimm coming back up the court the other way. Guarded by Carter. And you're going to see the ball almost tipped away. Meyer corrals it. Floater is good through the paint. Carter pushing the ball up the court now for the Firebirds. Drives in, kicks it over to Schwegman. Schwegman is going to dribble around, pulls up just from inside the three-point line, and it's good. Under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Now Grimm brings it back up. Kicks it over to number 24, Mako Norakara. Baker's shot off the glass is no good. And Kesa Bast corrals it. Foul on number 33 for Centerville, Ellie Meyer. That's the team's seventh.
Checks in for Kendall Peterman for the Elks.
Inbound goes to Noble, gives it back. Schwegman, three on the way is no good, but an offensive rebound for the Firebirds. Bowles misses that one. Noble the rebound. And Centerville finally comes up with it with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. You're gonna see Grimm give it over to Meyer with 10 seconds left on the clock. Meyer trying to get separation from Jess Baker. Loses the ball, corrals it. What a block by Noble. 2.8 seconds left. Carter gets the shot off, but no good. And that's how the third quarter ends. Centerville leading 53-34 at the end of our third quarter of our MVCC Junior Varsity Women's Game of the Week.
Checking in for Fairmont, number 11, O'Malley Quinlan. And for Centerville, number 10, Izzy Laidley.
Runners, you ready? Get set.
All right, Fairmont set to get the ball here to start the fourth quarter. No, Bowles set to inbound. Gives it to O'Malley Quinlan. Gives it over to Schwegman, now back out to Bowles. Bowles is going to drive into the paint. Shot off the glass is no good. Bowles trying to fight for a rebound. Now you're going to see Laidley kick it over to, that looked like number 24, Nakahara. Drive into the paint for Grimm. Kicks it back out to Laidley. Laidley drives in, kicks it back out to Grimm. Out to, that was number 20, Apolito. Apolito trapped in the corner, dribbles back out of it, guarded by Bowles. Down low to Bast, and the shot is good. Firebirds have O'Malley Quinlan bringing it up the court, gives it over to Schwegman. Down low to Jess Baker, shot's no good, but an offensive rebound almost there for Noble. Kick out to Nakahara. Down low, back out to Grimm, over in the corner to Apolito. Drive through the paint is up and good for Ladley. Now you're going to have O'Malley Quinlan bringing it up, guarded by Grimm. Kicks it over to Jess Baker. Baker's going to drive into the paint. Floater is up and good. She gets the friendly roll in.
Jess Baker.
Now you got Ladley bringing the ball back up the court. Kicks it over to Nakahara. Back out to Apolito. Apolito back over to Ladley. Ladley's going to drive in. Trying to get separation from Schwegman. Gives it over and she turns it over. Trying to get it to Best. Bowles is going to square up and shoot a three. It's no good for the Firebirds. Back the other way. Ladley bringing the ball up the court. Guarded by Schwegman. Gets a little bit of separation, but kicks it back out to Grimm. Ball poked away, but Nakahara there to recover it. Now you're going to have Ladley go all the way, loses it out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Elks.
And then Fairmont, number 10, Serena Baker, number 15, Taylor Rose, number 21, Madison Fisher. Back in the game for Centerville, number 21, Kendall Lieberman.
Ball stolen away by Baker. Off the glass is no good. And a jump ball will be called. And it'll be in favor of Centerville.
Number 12, Shelby Camp. And number 25, Canada Quillen. Also Centerville, number 32, Anna Grimm.
Up court to Webster. She gets the bucket to fall. Now coming back up the other way, Baker or Quinlan kicks it over. Down low, ball lost. Baker corrals it. And she loses it out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Elks. 3:30 left in the game here. Centerville in a commanding 23-point lead over the visiting Firebirds. Grimm hits the easy jump shot from just inside the arc. Down low to Baker. Baker almost threw it away, but corralled there by Serena, or actually O'Malley Quinlan. Lieberman will be tagged with the foul there for the Elks. That'll be her first, team's fifth. Quinlan at the line shooting two. First one is up and no good.
Tamara, number 4. Haley Keene, number 5, checking for Fairmont.
Sees Mara and Keene check into the game for the Firebirds. Second one is up and good for Quinlan. Fouled on the way up was number 25, Kenna McQuinlan. Foul was on number 21, Madison Fisher.
Kenna McQuillan, shooting 2.
Free throws up and no good. Second one is up and good, though, for Taylor. shot at the other end after the steal is good for Quinlan, sorry. You're gonna see Wells bring it around. Ball was tipped. Another turnover for the Firebirds. Kicks it over in the corner, approaching 2 minutes left in the game. Down low to Webster. Her shot's no good, but the rebound and the putback is for the Elks. Ball almost poked away by Keene. She's almost on that line. Ball almost taken away by the Elks, but Quinlan gets out of it. Ball almost poked away by the Elks, but Fisher corrals it. Approaching a minute, or just at under a minute and a half. Three by Keene is no good. And Centerville's going to call a 30-second timeout to get substitutions in, as it looks like they're going to go ahead and put in some bench players with a minute 20 left, leading 66-37 in our MVCC Junior Varsity Women's Game of the Week.
Number 10 is 20, 44, Asia Bass, 24, Mako Nakahara.
Ball almost stolen away there by the Firebirds. Nakahara drive, shot off the glass is no good, but an offensive rebound for Laidley and the Elks as we're under a minute left. Now Centerville just passing it around, taking as much time as possible off this possession, and they're not really concerned about scoring. And they're actually going to take a shot there. It's no good. And it's going to go back to the Elks. That shot was missed by Apolito of the Elks. And now O'Malley Quinlan's going to bring the ball up the court slowly with 20 seconds left. Takes the screen from Wells. Gives it over to Zamora. Gives it back to her, and they switch it. Wells loses it on the way up. 7 seconds left, and Nakahara's just going to dribble this one out. And that one's going to do it for your MVCC Junior Varsity Women's Game of the Week. Centerville dominates this one from the beginning, winning 66-37. If you're watching live on Facebook, be sure to stick around, because we're going to be right back at this for the varsity matchup between the Elks and the Firebirds.